Baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear me. Boom.
Hey.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta speak because I don't know.
Hello, it's me. Good morning. It is Saucy and Friends on the radio. Today is Wednesday, January 13, 2026, and we are just moving through January. Oh, we moving through January.
I don't know. I don't feel confirmed when you say that. I feel like we're not. It's really just the 13th.
I feel like it's already the 13th.
No, because no, I don't. January just doesn't do it for me. I can't. It doesn't ever seem like something that is cannibal. You know?
It is what?
Cannibal.
Cannibal?
Yeah, unable to
Oh, I see. That's a funny way of saying that.
Yeah, see what I do there? I'm creative.
No.
What happened?
Oh, Shiesty went back to jail.
Oh no, what? Because he's, first of all, wearing them damn masks is illegal.
What I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Ay.
Those you can't be wearing those masks all the time. That's the problem here. Good morning, everybody. I'm seeing you guys check in. We're not just on the radio. I forgot to put the visual experience on for you, but here I am visualizing the win.
Hey now.
Yes, sir.
Hey now.
Quick check in. How you doing? How was your evening?
Oh, I'm doing good. My evening was fairly well. Fairly well. Yesterday, after we left the store, after we left the station, we went down to Mattapan Square, which is something that I don't usually do. And I found him. I found Raphael, who I've been looking for a year and a half, probably. So I was really, really excited about that. But I had a really good evening. I just went, picked up the kid. I went to your house, picked up my stuff, and then went home and just chilled out.
What you get from my house? What was there?
I ordered, so there's this little dress, because I'm cleaning out my closet, like getting rid of stuff, but there's this dress that I had been wanting, a Levi's denim dress, and the Levi's website had it on sale for $30.
Oh.
Yeah, so I ordered that, and I had a $5 credit, so I paid $25 for my dress that I've been wanting for a long time, but the dress is... they had it on Macy's for $79.
American?
Yes.
God damn.
So, but I had to order a size that I wasn't sure was going to fit because I'm not sure what my size is now. So I ordered the size from Levi's that I wasn't sure was going to fit because it's the only one they had. And then I ordered the bigger one from Macy's. So it's because, I got to do a little switcheroo and return it. But I have to get the dress for $30. So anyhow, so I got that there. And then I lost my everyday wig.
Still?
Yeah, I cannot.
Did you leave it at my house?
Did I?
I don't know. Do I have it? If I find it, I'm gonna wear it.
Oh, well, I don't know where it is, so I had to order another one. And
Okay.
But I don't know if I like it.
Oh,
so I have to see.
What is it? The same one?
No, it's a different one.
Is it the same
Style?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the same length. It's just a different hue. But I don't know if I love it, so I should have brought it. I should have brought it here today so I could put it on.
This is how I feel about this one. As soon as one of my other wigs is ready to go, I'm tossing this one into el basura. As a basural.
Basural.
Yeah, because it is, at this point, it's not giving, summer fall chic. It's giving more Bride of Chucky, so I really do want to move away from this era.
I see what you mean there.
And my mom told me,
Mommy told you look like Chucky.
She said, I'll buy you another one.
You look like the little dolly. Little bad dolly.
She's rude.
And then yesterday too, it was a very lazy evening for me though. I was very tired, so I went home and I kind of crashed for a little bit. But I was supposed to cook and I didn't. I was supposed to, fold at least one load of clothes and I didn't. I didn't do much of anything.
So after them 6 things of laundry, you didn't fold none of them clothes?
No, I did. I folded a lot, but I didn't. I still have some that need to be folded. I'm going to fold them.
Oh no! Me and mommy went to the laundromat yesterday, and we did like 5 loads of clothes. I just feel like the laundromat is a traumatic experience. Not because it's bad. It's a really good thing to be able to wash all your clothes at the same time,
one time.
dry them at the same time, and then get out, right? But it's just a lot. Bringing the bags in, putting them in the washer, taking them out the washer, putting them in. And it's not like just one. It's now 5 that you're doing. And after I finish this one, I got to put this one in. And then this one is like, it's just too much. But then after that, we got home and we had a folding party. We folded every piece of clothes. I turned whatever left of the house that we can find into a hang clothing for the wet clothes that didn't dry all the way. And like at the end of the night, I was friggin' spent.
Yeah.
Like spent. I had zero energy. I didn't want to walk anything. I didn't want to do anything. Sparkell too. He was just like last night. He was just like, I don't have time to play and lay down.
Did he go to the laundromat?
You know it. He free roamed all through the laundromat. Played with everybody there.
You know, it'd be really nice. It would be really nice if y'all came and had a folding party with me. I'll provide dinner.
Not the dinner you say you were making. We want real dinner.
That's what I'm doing. I'll provide dinner. I will provide dinner.
All right.
I need to fold and hang. That's the thing that I need to do. I did Noah's room. I was like, oh my gosh, look at what a difference it makes when you just fold things. Noah's room looks so nice. I was like, oh my gosh, baby, look at your room. So
look at what we did.
Look at that. But yeah, so everything is folded up in his room and looks really nice. But I'm trying to, I'm trying to achieve that with my room and at the same time get rid of clothes and whatever. So one thing though, whoever gets this bag of clothing that I'm going to donate is getting some very nice smelling clothes. I'm going to tell you that.
That's what I told Mommy. She was looking at the shirt. She was like, oh, why is this? Throw it away.
Yeah.
Why
That's what she told me yesterday.
Oh,
how do you get rid of clothes? I said, Danielle told me just throw it away.
CK likes this shirt. CK has no idea that shirt will be thrown away. He's not going to call and ask for it by name and color and look. He puts on the shirt that he finds and puts it on. So throw it away.
Yeah.
Throw it away. If I got to question it, throwing it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into the show because we got a lot of grounds to cover. Rockstone Triz is out sick today. Hopefully he'll be better by tomorrow so we can have our full team. We do have special guests coming in later on this week. But for today, it's again just you and us. A quick couple of announcements. We have Brunch and Burners on January 31st. With the way that the world is going and everything is turning out, I'm not saying to go outside and be a vigilante, but you do have to understand how to protect yourself and the rules and regulations that follow that protection. So if you are interested in receiving your LTC certificate so that you can apply for your gun license in order to legally carry, we are having an LTC class and brunch on January 31st. That is Sunday, January 31st. Saturday, January 31st. And then we have bingo and mingo tomorrow, people. Tomorrow we got all of our bingo stuff in. I'm excited. I am super excited about this. CK is very excited about it too, and he's not invited, so I don't know how this is going to work out tomorrow. But bingo is tomorrow. If you want a nice little after work, sit down, 6 to 8 drinks, small bites, whatever you guys need will be here. And then Fetology on January 18th, following the Embrace Sneaker Ball, we're going to be going over to Sorrel and Lime to celebrate Gary Bantan and Big Trini's big birthday bash. They used to do this back in the day, and it used to sell off.
And will again.
You know what? They used to even have me hosting Let me make another call. I got to stick it to them one more time. One more time. I've been harassing these boys the whole time. They better have my damn table ready. God damn it. But yes, there's a lot going on this weekend. So make sure that you guys get all your tickets and things in a fair. And lined up so we can get it going.
Get all your affairs in order.
Yes, that one. What did I say?
Get all your tickets and things in a fair.
Ibbins!
Oh my gosh, Happy New Year, friend!
Ibbins, we so excited to see you. Haven't seen you in so long. The abandonment you do of us, you come in, you love bomb us for about 2 months, and then you disappear for 6. And this is what's wrong with men and women relationships in America.
Men lack consistency.
Before y'all get us hooked, you come in all the time, you always here contributing, and then you get comfortable. So then you disappear, and you think you could come back later. Well, you can, but that's not the point. Terrible. Terrible.
Consistent communication and consideration.
Exactly.
What is so hard about that?
Tell it, Jill Scott. Today's weather, since today is January the 13th, big shout out to my longest and bestest friend, Alicia. She is birthdayed today.
She was birthed
today, many years ago, many years ago, because we are old.
That's so funny. I told you the other day I ran into somebody who you know from when you were younger, and I was like, oh, so did you go to the school too? And he's like, no, I didn't go to the school. And I was like, oh, okay, because like back then I was I'm 6 years older than Danielle, so I didn't really know anybody that she knew back then. But I was like, now like we kind of know the same people. And he was like, oh, what do you mean? And I was like, well, like she was 12 and I was 18. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't even talk to her.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, that's funny.
It's so isn't that interesting though?
Yeah.
Like when you're younger, the age difference is so crazy.
Yeah.
And then when you get older, it kind of evens out.
Yep.
You're like the same age. Because
Yep.
we're definitely the same age.
Yeah.
Ibn said the ice got him. They probably did. They let me tell you, that's not even a joke no more.
You would be the one that they get.
They would get y'all. They would try to they would try to arrest y'all.
Yeah.
Because of who you are and what you look like.
Yeah.
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 Crazy.
Well, I'm glad that you were released.
Yes, me too.
And it's good to see you.
And we was fighting out for you.
We will. We got it.
Today's weather is there will be mostly sunny skies. The high of 45 degrees. Right now it is 36. It's sunny, so it feels like 40. So that's a change. It feels higher than what it is.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the news, people. Around the Way News starts right now.
Around the Way News. Just go?
Yeah, I don't have all of that skill to do all of those sound effects.
In suit, BPD Deputy Superintendent charges he was demoted after he uncovered fraud by police officers on paid details.
Is this the same? Let me see.
Who
is this the same black man?
It's a black man now.
Oh, yeah. This is the same one that was upset with that he got demoted.
Was he at Sorrel and Lime the other day?
Probably. Is he yes, he was.
That's him, right?
That was him in the little suit.
Yeah.
And the little pin.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Boston Police Deputy Superintendent Marcus Eddings today sued his boss, Police Commissioner Michael Cox, charging Cox demoted him when Cox demanded he bury proof of fraud among numerous officers on paid details, and he refused. In his suit, filed in Suffolk Superior Court, Eddings charges Cox demoted him from superintendent, a job in which he says he was tasked specifically with ferreting out fraud to block him from continuing his investigations and try to keep the department from suffering another black eye like the one BPD got from overtime fraud at its Hyde Park evidence warehouse. Eddings alleges he found specific evidence of major detail wrongdoings by 43 officers involved in more than 693 instances, and enough evidence against 45 other officers to warrant starting internal affairs investigations, but that when he went to Cox and another top department official with details, Cox told Eddings that pursuing further paid detail investigations would cause another black eye for the department, and that Cox did not want to mess up his legacy. At this time, another BPD official told Eddings that the department could not realistically fire 15 to 25 officers. Despite these statements, Eddings continued to investigate paid detail fraud and uncovered and reported additional violations by officers. As a result of his continued reporting of his paid detail misconduct, Eddings was stripped of several positions at BPD and demoted from superintendent to deputy superintendent. According to the suit, Cox demoted him on January 20th of 2024.
This story always kind of I'm so confused on it. I've heard this story told by a couple of different stakeholders.
Tell me.
And like some people say that, like he's feeling some type of way. Others are like, yeah, he was demoted and Cox is a bad person. People like, oh, then this would, like there's just all kind of conflicting stories. And that would be very interesting to know exactly like what is the actual issue here. He was demoted because he was put on another task force, and then because he was pursuing some unlawful things they told him to stop.
There's two things specifically that he's complaining about. His demotion violates the state whistleblower law, which prohibits disciplinary action against employees who report wrongdoing by other employees, and that Cox illegally damaged his employment relationship with the Boston police. And how do you just get demoted? I didn't know you could just get demoted.
I don't know.
Don't you have to be just like interim superintendent?
Yeah, I thought he wasn't demoted. I thought he was just taken off of that specific.
Yeah, well, he went from superintendent to deputy superintendent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Deputy is more? I would think that the superintendent was.
Yeah, so he was superintendant.
Oh.
And they put him to deputy.
Deputy.
Yeah.
Because of conflict of interest.
Because he whistle blew.
He whistle blew.
Blew the whistle. Blew the whistle.
Interesting.
That's what happened.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Anybody got something to say about that?
No, I don't know. I don't get it.
Me either.
I'm gonna ask him to come in.
Oh. Ask him to come in then. Bomb threat sent to Suffolk University prompts library evacuation sweeps. And shout out to our good friend who was on the bomb squad. Bomb threat sent to Suffolk University prompts library evacuation sweeps. Suffolk University. Suffolk is downtown. Boston police said multiple institutions have received similar threats. Suffolk University police said in an update sent to the university community. An emailed bomb threat to Suffolk University prompted the school to temporarily shut down a campus library Monday morning, a university official said. The threat targeted the Mildred F. Sawyer Library on Tremont Street. Suffolk University Vice President of Media Relations Greg Gatlin told Boston.com. Boston police swept the library as a precaution and deemed it all clear. The Boston Police Department said multiple institutions had received similar threats. Suffolk University police said the university did not know the origin of the email and has referred it to the Boston police.
People still sending email threats?
Email bomb threats?
Email bomb threats?
I know, because people don't even be checking their email like that.
And then they must have a VPN or something like that, because why are you just doing that? That's very weird.
Classes continued during the incident, so they didn't take y'all seriously at all. And Boston police did not respond to requests for comments on Monday.
Boston was like, it wasn't official. Right. We know somebody on the bomb squad, and they probably went to look at the letter. When I said, why are you going to what you do with the bombs? He was like, we gotta go. I was asking him, like, so is there mad bombs? Like, do you have a consistent amount of work to do?
Yeah.
And I guess it's training and stuff like that. But then I was like, okay, so then you get a B threat, and then they call you and you're like, oh yeah, I'll go check it out. It's a bomb.
Yeah.
You know, like, so what happens? He was like, we gotta look at it. We gotta, scan it to see if it is something. And then if it is a bomb, then we have to dismantle it. And I'm like, you're just okay with saying that to me? Like,
yeah,
I just be dismantling bombs?
Yeah, like how do you get that job?
Yeah. Hey,
why do you get that job?
Opening in the bomb squad. I'll do it.
Yeah, like me. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's not like standing in the line of duty where you could, stand behind a car and have a shootout. If the bomb, if you don't dismantle it, it's gonna blow up.
And I've seen that happen on Will Trent.
Oh, did you?
Yes, the bomb squad lady.
Oh, the bomb squad lady.
Remember that?
Did I see it? I don't watch Will Trent.
You don't watch Will Trent? What do you watch? You don't watch Will Trent?
Wait,
what?
I watched a couple of episodes because he has a little dog. Right?
Yeah.
Rosie.
Yeah.
Yes. So I know that much. But then it wasn't like something that I stuck on. So probably watched like the first pilot 5 episodes.
Oh, you have to watch Will Trent.
Okay, I'm going to watch it because I need something to watch.
That's one of the shows that you have to watch. Anyhow, on Will Trent, the bomb squad. Now I told you. The bomb squad lady got bombed.
Well, I mean, good, because I would be waiting with a bated breath. Like, is this going to happen? And boom, it did happen. And God damn it.
Yeah.
That's the bomb lady.
Yes, yeah.
Good thing I didn't see that before I spoke to him, because
I
would have encouraged him to quit that job.
Well, when he told me that's what he was doing, I was like, I don't want you to do that. There's something else that you could do. Maybe something else, but not the bomb squad. Like, come on, dog.
Risky.
Yeah, like you don't gotta be a hero, yo. Come on now. Anyway, hearing in wrongful death lawsuit against Karen Reed has been postponed. And good, leave her alone. Let her have her shine.
Yeah, she's got a movie out right now. Let her Get it together.
Gather it together. A Dublin man hurled racial epithets before he was struck and killed on St. Patrick's Day. And that sounded like a faffo to me, the Boston jury heard. Faffo. I like that. I told Noah, I had to tell Noah that last night. This morning. Let me hear about whatever. And whatever.
Ever
around and find out. Okay? A Boston jury heard that a Dublin man hurled racial epithets before he was struck, fell, and fatally cracked open his head on St. Patrick's Day. Of course, it's not okay to say the N-word. It is also not okay to take the law into your own hands. A district attorney, Julia Bannister, told the jurors in opening statements at Boston Suffolk Superior Courthouse Monday morning. Barry Whalen, 46, was found lying on his back in downtown Boston on March 17th of 2023. Was taken to Tufts Medical Center. Mr. Whelan died from his injuries, a skull fracture and brain hemorrhaging 3 days later on March 20th. Mr. Whelan was originally from Dublin and emigrated to the U.S. in 2002 and was working as a carpenter. He lived in Woburn, north of Boston. Sinusi Sadiq, 30 of Quincy, a bouncer at a nearby nightclub, is charged with manslaughter in Mr. Whelan's death.
That's the same. And
he wanted threw the can at him. Mr. Sadiq's defense attorney, Michael Chinman, told jurors that Mr. Whalen called the defender lazy and an F and N-word, was drunkenly accosting black men on the street, and confronted the defendant twice before the client struck, shortly before 9 p.m. Mr. Chinman insisted that his client deliberately did not use enough force to hurt Barry Whalen, but told jurors that Mr. Sadiq used the side of his wrist and that the strike did not cause injury, not even a bruise.
And if it did, oh well, because stop saying stuff out of your mouth that could get you knocked out. It's funny because I saw one of those Instagram videos yesterday. This black guy was trying to get into this bar or whatever, and there was, a group of white people just kind of standing in the stairway. So he kind of moved to the side and he brushed him a little bit, but he tapped him, was like, oh, my bad, excuse me. The white guy turned around, most likely drunk, and kicked him. So the black guy turned around and kicked him off the stairs.
Yeah.
And I said, Fafo. Exactly that.
Yeah.
You guys got, especially these white people, you got to stop thinking that this administration is going to save you from getting your ass beat.
Yeah.
And y'all got to be very
emboldened.
Careful. Yeah.
And y'all got to stop that.
Because that's what I said to I was writing this long message to somebody and I erased the whole thing. I was like, you know what? I actually think that the left needs to start, and that's so funny because you think about the left, you think about black people, and you think about the right, and you think about white people. Like, regardless of what color you are, everybody got to start to leave people alone.
Yeah.
Leave people alone. Everybody's fed up. Everybody is a short fused. Everybody is losing their minds and stuff like that. And at this point, I feel like energy should just be matched.
Yeah.
If you approach me with respect, you'll get that. If you approach me with disrespect, then you gotta get that. And I think that with everybody, we should all put the guns and the weapons down and break out in fisticuffs. People need to start getting their behinds whooped, old school style, either jumped or fought in the street.
Well, that's what they said. This guy was 6'5", Sadiq.
Good.
Was 6'5". And
you call somebody to a 6'5" a nigga?
Yeah, an effing one. So when he struck the man, he sent his body flying back until he hit his head on the hard surface below.
Oh well.
Right. He didn't grab his head and slam his head on the ground.
He didn't try to kill him.
Right.
He got killed.
His brain hemorrhaged because he was drinking so much, and that blood was like loose. Yeah.
Yes. Loose blood.
Sadiq intended to strike Mr. Whalen, and in doing so, endangered Mr. Whalen's life. Miss Bannister conceded that Mr. Whalen may have said some disparaging remarks, including the N-word to Mr. Sadiq. She stated that the N-word is truly one of, if not the worst word in the English language, but that's not the end of the story of what happened. The prosecutor also stressed to jurors that there is no audio in the CCTV video of the assault, and that jurors will have to decide if these horrific things were even said. They were said. We know and see, that's the part. We were talking about that today. It's not an opinion. Yep. Facts are not an opinion. Facts are based on data and statistics and experience and all kinds of stuff. Yep.
Your opinion is just how you view things and how you want it to be.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what to tell y'all black people, but you got to be scared. Also, for a disclaimer, Spark FM does not believe in violence and or attacking people with your hands and body and or other objects. We are fully against the promotion of physical harm being done to people.
I don't know about fully.
Next stepper.
I don't know about fully.
I said the disclaimer.
Sorry.
Period.
Sparky Fam's feelings is not my feelings. Let me disclaim again, because sometimes you gotta get socked in the freaking face.
You gotta get slapped.
Yeah, some people, y'all lucky that I'm not a fighter girl. You know what I mean? Y'all lucky that I am
not on Bad Girls.
That I'm the lover girl that I am. Right, because I am a lover girl. You know what I mean? But if I wasn't that, there's a lot of people. There are a lot of people that would get socked in the MFing face by me.
You want to know what it is?
That's the truth.
I believe in spare the rod, spoil the child. And a lot of you guys did not get proper discipline growing up as a child.
The violent thoughts that play out in my head sometimes scare me.
Yeah, and me too. Keep on going.
Yes, I'm going to go.
All right.
Masked girl recovering from rare serious illness linked to the flu.
Oh, my God.
Sad, but she's recovering, which is good because the flu is killing the children.
I'm surprised it's not the measles because it's literally out here as well.
Because there's no vaccine for it anymore. It's removed from the thing, ain't it?
You don't got to get measles, mumps, and rubella no more. You don't got to get a flu vaccine or the COVID vaccine or even syphilis. You don't got to get any of that because you don't got to get it.
That's ridiculous.
Because RFK said y'all don't got to get nothing you don't feel like getting, and you don't got to have no riboflavin for.
I'm glad my one and only child was born in a time when that fool did not have anything to do with anything. New details emerge on fight fall in the stands at the Boston's TD Garden during the Bruins game. So this is the thing that we spoke about yesterday. What are the new details? Now look at the guy who was charged.
He did it.
He did it. An arrest report revealed new details about a fight in the stands amongst fans at TD Garden during Saturday's Boston Bruins New York Rangers game that resulted in arrest and hospitalization. Aaron Tucker, 48, of Bar, Vermont, is slated to be arraigned on Friday on a charge of assault and battery causing serious bodily injury and assault and battery on a person over the age of 60. Damn! In connection with the altercation. He beat up the old man! According to the arrest report, TD Garden detail officers responded to the arena's Loge 2 section just after 3 p.m. for a report of an unconscious man who had fallen from the balcony level.
Quick question. Why is it pronounced Loge instead of Lodge?
Because Lodge has a D in it.
But why would it be a Loge? Why wouldn't it just be a lodge?
Google it. I don't know. The man had fallen from the balcony level. After officers spoke with witnesses, they learned that the victim was actually pushed while standing on the stairs in the section, causing him to fall backwards. When officers and security personnel located the 60-year-old victim, he was lying on the ground, semi-conscious and breathing with his eyes slightly open near row AA in the club section 113, the report stated. This is so crazy because when I go to TD North Garden the next time, I'm going to look for exactly where this is. While en route to Mass General Hospital for the treatment of a head injury, he allegedly told emergency officials that he drank 7 beers and had no memory of the incident.
If I had 7 beers, I too would not have any memory.
Yeah. One witness told police that the victim was intoxicated and agitating Tucker and a woman he was sitting with, at one point raising his middle finger directly in their faces, according to another FAFO. Another witness said that Tucker and the victim continued to heckle each other before the push occurred.
Why is he considered the victim? Wouldn't they both be?
Because he's the one that got hurt.
Yeah, but just because you get hurt, why does that make you the victim? What if you were the aggressor and got hurt?
Yeah. He, witness, observed the victim continued to inch closer to the suspect and his wife, at which point the suspect grabbed the victim by the neck and pushed him, which caused him to fall backwards down the stairs. Self-defense. The new video obtained by the Boston 25 shows Boston police and EMS responding to the chaotic scene, and so on and so on.
I don't know why they keep showing this picture of the Boston police responding to the chaotic scene when it doesn't really show. What does that mean?
Nothing.
Why do you guys keep doing that?
I don't know, but anyhow. The investigators later spotted Tucker on surveillance video leaving the arena. Causeway Street, they tracked him down to the end of Endicott Street in Lafayette, where he was taken into custody without incident. He was booked at Nashville Street Jail and later released on bail. Sounds like self-defense to me. Boston man sentenced to 10 to 12 years for a series of robberies targeting the elderly. Y'all got to look out for your elderly family members and neighbors and friends, because these people really, really be after them for a lot. I don't want to get into this whole story. But Edwin Santiago, he's 23. He has been sentenced for multiple robberies targeting elderly individuals, according to Kevin Hayden. Santo, who perpetrated these crimes over 2 summers, will now face 10 to 12 years in prison following a recent conviction. He was found guilty of 5 counts of unarmed robbery of persons aged 60 and above, and received an additional sentence for a count of breaking and entering with the intent to commit a felony, as reported to the Suffolk County DA's office. Oh my gosh, look at this.
You were just asking about
I
this
just
guy.
asked about you.
And we all said we have no idea where Bishop is, ever.
Hi, friend. Look at you coming in here looking like you about to go to court.
I haven't done anything yet.
Where you been? Happy New Year, boo.
Happy New Year. How's life? Hi, honey. Guys, Bishop is in the building.
Bishop. I literally just asked about you yesterday. I was like, where the hell is Bishop? Hi, boo.
And you smell nice, too.
You smell amazing. Listen, shout out to young men that smell good. When I was walking into the building this morning, this young man passed in front of me. He smelled so good. I was close behind him. If he turned around, he would have stepped on me. It was so bad. He smelled so good. And he was a young man. I was like, look at you. Y'all better smell good and things. All right. What else we have here? Boston City Council starts the new term with turbulence.
So, okay. I'm glad that this is in there because read this first and then I'll say mine.
Okay. A chaotic carousel. Not a chaotic carousel. A chaotic carousel is turning on Boston City Hall. 1 week has passed since City Councilor Liz Braden, okay, who represents District 9, was elected president following a last-minute candidacy. It's been a very rocky start, said District 2 Councilor Ed Flynn. It's really important today that we move forward, said City Councilor Sharon Durkin of District 8. Braden claiming the gavel was aided by a late-night meeting from Durkin and District 5 City Councilor Enrique Pepin, who came to Braden's house hours before the vote, asking her to be a compromise candidate. Scandal.
I got a little clippage here.
Okay, do it.
Let's see if this gives me what I needed to give me.
Election for council president, creating rifts, with some describing this as an us versus them dynamic. A chaotic carousel.
It's been a very rocky start.
It's really important today that we move forward.
Turning at City Hall. It's been a week since District 9 Councilor Liz Braden was elected president, a candidacy that came together at the last minute, shepherded in part by Councilors Sharon Durkin and Enrique Pepin, who went to Braden's house hours before the vote, asking her to be a compromise candidate after Councilor Gabriela Coletta Zapata dropped out and Councilor Brian Worrell seems set to claim the gavel.
This city council election for presidency divided the council. Many people thought of all the 13 city councilors, the most talented and well-respected was Brian Worrell.
You actually saw it all play out in real time on the council floor. And I know a lot's been made about the visit that I made to Councilor Braden's house. I just thought she would make a good president.
A lot of people think the mayor was involved in this decision. What do you say to that?
My choice for president has always been about what I think is good for the city. But it's true. What's good for the city council and what's good for the mayor is good for the city.
That back and forth spilling into the weekend. On Friday, Council President Braden told that issue her vice president pick.
Councilor Coletta Zapata.
But on Saturday said Coletta Zapata wanted to be chair of government operations and Brian Worrell would be VP. A Sunday night, Worrell would turn it down, leading to today when Coletta Zapata ultimately accepted the role, telling me, quote, "I look forward to a city council that's ready to work together for our city."
It behooves me to really engage with my colleagues and try and heal the wounds.
Words intended to calm the waters, despite the divides.
We're not listening to each other.
I'm hoping my colleagues can look past any sour grapes.
A city council won't meet formally until January 28th.
That's so rich for her to say. You know,
so
like
rich.
so rich. I'm not. I feel some type of way.
I do.
Now that it's
again.
Just watching this clip, I feel some type of way. The Durkin lady, never heard of her, never seen her.
That's the one that they were just talking to?
Yeah. I never heard of her, but you decided to take your ass to this you and Enrique Pepin, and we're gonna talk to Enrique Pepin because I don't think that he said anything yet. You gonna take yourselves, y'all gonna gather together and take yourselves over to this lady's house and be like, who was unsuspecting, was like, what?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Why your ass didn't run?
Huh?
Why she didn't do it?
That's what who?
Durkin? Yeah.
Because she know she's probably an asshole.
Yep.
And realized that she wasn't going to get the right votes. And I don't know her for anything. I'm just going off of baseline feelings based on what I'm seeing and reading. I haven't done any journalistic supremacies to this. It's not. I don't know if that's even if I even said letters. Supremacists.
No.
That's a supremacist. I didn't say supremacist. I said supremacist.
Premise.
So like I'm concerned. Brian wasn't a controversial pick, I don't believe.
At all.
For her to be like, oh, I just thought that she would make a good president. You thought this whole time, you guys been sitting in city council for the last 2 months. You just thought.
The night before.
You just thought the night before that you were going to get up and you were going to gather some people or one other person and y'all are going to go over to this lady's unsuspecting house, ask her to be the president, and then be all like, oh, I hope that we can learn to get over this and we can work together. That's not how human nature works. No. I'm mad at you and I don't like you anymore and I don't want to work with you. And Gabrielle Zapata and Liz Brereton, I feel bad for them because y'all just really mixed up into this, and y'all didn't really even.
And then it seems like they tried to make amends by offering him the vice presidency. No,
I don't want the vice presidency.
Right, get out of here.
I don't want it.
Don't insult me like that.
That's what it is. Don't take me for idiot.
Right.
Don't do that.
And he should have said
me.
that in his Jamaican accent.
The Jamaican part of his accent.
The Jamaican part of
Don't
his accent.
take me for idiot. And I think that's very crazy how this all turned out. What I was gonna say before we did this though is that at Chris's party, there was only 2 city councilors that were there. Sam and
Who's
Culpepper.
Sam?
She is Sam Arturo. It's not Sam Arturo because I keep thinking about that other thing. She's she has a short haircut.
She's on the city council?
Yeah, is she on the city? Yeah, she's Sam city council. I should have called. Carlos is gonna call in at 10:30. I should have had him call in right now. Let me see, but I'll find it for you guys in a second. But this is Sam. Right. Week fighting over presidency while they fumble the bag for Boston residents. Yeah. Oh, see, I couldn't even. I need them readers.
And Larry Jordan said this is personal, it does. It seems like that, and then not only that, but it just like we can't ignore the undertones that are here. Yes. And it does seem a little racial, a bit. I don't like it. I don't like it.
And that's, I think in the same article they said something about the what is it called? The visual aspect of it. Yeah. The climate. And even the question that was asked in the city council chambers, like, Liz would be the first openly gay city councilor.
Yep.
And then when you put that up against a black man, it seems like the more diverse situation would be to pick the openly gay white woman, which I just don't understand, and I don't really understand why she couldn't wait or why they couldn't pick her in 2 years. Like why she had to be picked now.
Yeah, it's so weird. The back and forth spilled into the weekend. This is exactly what they said, where she would choose Coletta Zapata to be her vice president. But on Saturday, she said Coletta Zapata wanted to be a chair of government operations and said, you can't be both?
I guess not.
Oh.
No, I think you can.
And that Worrell would be vice president, but on Sunday night, Worrell said he would decline the role.
Because that's
and
what...
Monday, Coletta Zapata accepted
when we're talking to Carlos always tells us, like... Bless you, babe. Carlos always tells us that when you are making these deals backdoor to get the votes to be president, what you're really making the deal is to be able to be the chair of certain committees who control certain amounts of budgets and power and stuff like that. So like in this situation, can Gabrielle Zapata still be the chair of the department in which she wanted as the vice president? Because she doesn't really have a role as a vice president. Right. She's not going to be the mayor. I mean, she'll be the mayor if the mayor goes on vacation and Liz goes on vacation. then she's gonna be the mayor.
I
I wouldn't have taken that role either. I would have stayed out of that. I'd have been like, no, I'm not gonna be vice president. I'm not gonna be regular president. I'm just gonna stay. If I was Zapata, I was like, I'm gonna try again next time.
Right. After
In 2 years.
She started all of this.
And she did. She did started all of this. She did.
Look at her
She
in
did.
here so I can look at her.
I feel like outside of the mic's on?
Yeah.
Oh, word. I feel like outside of like presidential campaigns, anything that's political runs under a democratic monarchy. Like certain people run for certain positions and they keep that position for years on end.
Well, these have term limits.
Yes, it's only 2 years.
In this respect as well, both cities, our city councilors that like to write an open letter all the time, both Ed Flynn and Erin Murphy has written resolutions to this. Both of them are talking about acknowledging open meeting law violations. Now, hopefully he sees this and he calls in.
Because that was the thing, right? Like it's not lawful for them to have gone to her house the night before.
And then had this conversation with them without having it documented or recorded or whatever. So Ed Flynn says the Massachusetts open meeting law is a state law which is enforced by the Massachusetts Attorney General's office. This law governs how a municipal body meets and conducts business to support transparency and accountability. The Massachusetts open meeting law states that no more than 3 councilors can deliberate on a matter related to the business of the city councilor, and Boston residents have expressed concerns that there was a lack of transparency and backroom deliberations among city councilors, which skirted the spirit of the open meeting law, leading up to the first council meeting to determine who would be elected as president of the Boston City Council. According to credible reports, over the weekend, prior city councilors met at the home of another city councilor to lobby them to run for president. Additionally, the morning of the city council election and at the onset of the council meeting, city councilors were seen in public view deliberating at their council offices and outside the Ionella chamber, a clear violation of the open meeting law rule. You can see when that phone rings. Keep your eye on it. At the time of the vote, councilors publicly admitted to deliberations taking place throughout the process in the previous 2 months, but especially in the 48 hours prior to the vote. A series of incidents like this has now paved the way for cynicism and the erosion of public trust between city elected officials and the residents of Boston that we serve. It is critical that the Boston City Council acknowledge years of ongoing public concerns. Go ahead. And then you don't put that down. Carlos?
Good morning.
Good morning. Hold on. Before you talk, at the time of the vote, the councilors publicly admitted to deliberations taking place throughout the process and the previous 2 months. So, now, therefore, to be ordered that the Boston City Council acknowledges violating the Massachusetts open meeting law relating to the 2026 election of the Boston City Council president. As part of the acknowledgement, we respectfully ask that the city clerk to forward a certified copy of this resolution directly to the Massachusetts Attorney General's office to open government for further guidance.
What did it say?
What that say?
Boo, boo, and boo.
Basically,
would Councilor Flynn have done this if he won? If his team won, would he have done this?
No. Well, he did. He said that he wanted Brian to win.
Yeah, but if Brian did win, would he have did it?
But if Brian did win, would he have done this?
Wait, what did I?
That's my first question. I got a whole bunch of questions. As if this doesn't happen, how come he never did this in the years prior when they did the exact same thing?
So two things. Two things could be right. It's glad that you are telling us. Good morning, Carlos. Morning. How are you? I'm sorry I had to jump you right into here. Go for it. This has been going on for many, many years from very good sources that I have heard who have been on the council, past, prior, and present. This is pretty much how it technically works. I didn't know that there was a law on the books that said that these city councilors couldn't be meeting to discuss city council business by themselves. So I thought it was just something that we do. I didn't know that there was a law that stated that they should not do it. So now that we are now opening and exposing that there's a law there, how do we move forward with this? What are the consequences of this? And what's the resolution?
So the law is written and it's published on the City of Boston website. You can Google the open meeting law.
Okay.
All laws are subject to interpretation. They're written in the language you grew up learning, probably, but its interpretation is what counts. When I read it, it spoke about quorum, meaning a majority of that body. But there are exceptions to the rule. You know, if they all show up at a community meeting, if they all show up at a parade, they're not violating an open meeting law. It doesn't. Another trigger for it is they have to be discussing issues that are germane or paying attention to the city of Boston.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If they all are in line at the barbershop or at Wendy talking about the 4 for 4, they haven't violated the open meeting law. But if they turn around and say, how you voting on Wednesday, now they're violating it because they haven't allowed the public to weigh in.
And specifically
now
this one,
sues,
with them going to Liz's house, the two of them going to Liz's
but
house.
even before that, I mean, there could be what they open themselves up to, if they have any group chat messages, if they've gathered in a hallway 4 deep and are whispering about this in the lunch line, all of those become potentially public depending on who's investigating it. So if it goes to the AG's office, the AG's office can subpoena those things and look into it. The AG's office might skip it and say, no, we don't see any evidence of a quorum. Maybe Councilor Pepin and Durkin both arrived at Breeden's house at the same time, but maybe only one of them went in at a time and they didn't violate. You know what I mean? So until all the results, all the details are out and someone weighs in on it, that's of legal standing, it really doesn't mean anything. It's just noise that Councilor Flynn, whether you believe rightfully
and
so or
Aaron
unrightfully
Murphy
so,
has followed.
And Councilor Murphy.
Because them two love to write a statement, boy.
And obviously this has been something that caused a problem in the past, which is why it's a law in the first place, right?
Exactly. I want to say it might have been around the city council presidency, but it might have been a couple other meetings as well that got tied into it. But yes, it's to keep, and a lot of bodies have this to keep you from doing backroom deals. If there's a 13-member body and 5 of them are talking, the public and the other 7 or 8 should know what's going on.
So
otherwise, you get collusion. It's easy to get the corruption and whatnot.
Yes.
Last time we spoke to you, this was fresh off the press. This had just happened the day before. Now that the week has settled in, like what? Not that you know because you're not there, but like what do you feel like the atmosphere? That the atmosphere is around there, because the article that we just played, like the city councilor is starting off on a rocky start.
Well, and Flynn said it has caused a lot of division.
And I'm sure there's lots of vision, but what is it like? When do we get over this? Because I pointed out that at Chris's birthday party, there was lots of state officials and stuff there, but there were very, very few city councilors that were in attendance, and I'm guessing that's due to the situation that happened. No, she was not there.
Was who?
The mayor there. She was not there. There was a lot of people that I thought that should be there that was not there. But I didn't realize till just now how many city councilors were absent that I would usually see had this been, not last week. So, what's the temperature?
So I think you asked a good question. You have to define your we, right? Some of us, including yourself, operate in a couple of different we circles now. So, right, the council goes through this fight every 2 years, and if it doesn't go the way the majority usually wants it to go, somebody's usually bitter. When I started as an aide, I worked for Flaherty. He was 6 years in a row. 6 terms in a row. When he lost it because the mayor wanted to move a different way and create a new narrative for Maureen Feeney, he didn't deal with it well. I mean, like really mentally didn't deal with it well. It was emotional, the whole nine. So I understand people have those personal feelings, but I think that's their job as professionals and colleagues to work through those on their own. You know what I mean? If they want to start throwing spitballs at each other or not talking or pouting when everyone speaks, that's up to their level of professionalism. The community, though, I think has enough issues that the communities, whether they support one or the other or multiple, need to get over it a little faster because business continues. So committee assignments are out. Now your favorite councilor either has a committee assignment they can work from or they don't. State rep campaigns are starting to kick off soon. State senate campaigns are starting to kick off soon. So and the city business is more important than just which committees they're going to sit on. The issues are still there, whether it's violence, whether it's parking, whether it's housing, traffic. So it's who's going to get back to that part on behalf of the community that I think is important. And I think the sooner the community makes that shift and starts asking them for answers on these things, the sooner they'll be able to make that shift and get to business. But there is there's some hurt feelings out there.
Yeah, I mean, I would be hurt too, but you're right. At some point, you gotta F your feelings and kind of move on with life because we got a lot of things to do here.
Right. So it says in the article that she had, I guess, offered the vice presidency to Brian. He declined it. And Coletta Zapata didn't want the vice presidency because she wanted to be the chair of some committee. Can you not be the vice president and the chair of a committee? Huh?
No, you can, but I think that was kind of just them kind of being feisty. Because actually, what I read this morning, the update is that she did accept.
Yeah, she did
the
end
vice
up
presidency
accepting
and
it.
that chair.
Well, she accepted after Brian declined, is how the article made it seem.
Right.
Okay.
But I mean, she accepted. So
And then
they can be. That's why I said they can pout. Be like, no, I don't want that one. And then it comes back around. They go, okay, fine, I'll take that one.
Okay.
So, but then
that's the insider part
with Brian,
But she can still chair the committee. Sorry. She can still chair the committee while being vice president.
Yes.
she's got both. He's saying
Yeah.
with Brian. Besides, feelings, why would he turn down vice presidency? Wouldn't that put him better in line for presidency in 2 years?
No, because he was just the vice president. It didn't help him win
Oh,
president. So
he was just the
He was
vice
Ruthie's-
president.
he was Ruthie's vice president.
See, we forgot to put that little piece. That's it. Oh my God, I didn't even think
you
about
wanted,
that
you
little
wanted
piece.
to run for president, and then you want to defeat me, and then you want to turn around and ask me to fill my own role and back you up? No, I'll pass.
That's even more of a betrayal. I didn't even know that. I don't want to be messy, but that was ouch. I didn't remember that he was already vice president of Ruthie for her to not. I gotta talk to Ruthie because
And the
I
council
need to know.
president picks the vice president. It's not a thing that needs to be voted on or anything?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
No,
Now,
I don't
the
like it.
president is the only person that cannot chair a committee, is the president, because they preside over all committees, ideally.
Oh boy. Oh, that's terrible.
I don't
That
like
got
it.
more terrible as you kept talking. It got terribler.
I mean,
yeah.
I get it, but again, the man, and I'm a fan of his work. The man didn't lose his seat, right? He lost the internal seat that he hadn't won yet.
Yeah.
So I understand
touche.
the emotions, his emotions, and the community's emotions. But what's dope is I think he gets to live on and fight another day. It's not like
Yeah.
he had to sacrifice
It's not like
himself
he
on
got
the altar
it.
to
Yeah.
walk the city council.
The community is not happy about it. there was mention made of it, and there was resounding support for him.
I mean,
we're not
This
happy.
I feel like from all the
community's not
years,
happy about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I feel like this year, like after this has been exposed or trending topic or went viral or whatever it is, I feel like like people are clapping when Brian enters rooms.
Yeah.
Like people are like, like they're
It's
taking
definitely-
it
it's definitely
personally.
made it more visible.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And I think that's I didn't agree with all of how it was done, but shout out to Councilor Mejia for getting people to pay attention to
She's
the
been
presidency.
awfully
Shout out
quiet
for
too.
Councilor Ralph right, but because then once it's done for them, some people just kind of move on. So
Mm-hmm.
again, the community. It's fine for the community to be upset. We have a lot of reasons to be upset, and some people are upset when they don't need to be upset.
Mm-hmm.
But what's more important is before we're getting upset after these things happen,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, and I know it's a process, but what I'm hoping is next time people don't wait till after a vote to be mad at their at-large councilor when you could have been lobbying them about who they're going to empower.
Because we can technically lobby them too.
Meet with if people can meet with their elected officials while they're campaigning and say, hey, you're going to run for city council, who do you think should be president?
Yeah.
On the basic makeup of the council now, and why do you think that, so there's a lot that the community can be done besides being upset.
I feel like the best thing that comes from these type of really super controversial and very unknowledgeable situations is that people that were never thinking about it before are now joining the conversation and asking more questions about what's going on and getting a little, maybe not in it, but they're educating themselves a tiny bit more than they were before. Right. They're paying attention and they want to be a part of the conversation. They want to know what's going on. So I think when these things happen, as unfortunate as it might seem, I think it does a lot for educating others that might have wanted to get involved or to know what's going on and was, bored. But now these kind of juicy things kind of be like, oh, I got to pay attention more.
It ups the visibility. If people are mad, I think they should. If people are mad and don't and support someone, they should probably donate some time or some money to that person if they have it. But I think you guys, and I don't know if I missed. I think as you guys were talking about the committee assignments now that they're out, it's now the committee's job is to pay attention to what hearings and what things are going to be highlighted. So, for instance, Councilman Mejia is the chair of education now, right?
Okay.
So, whenever a city councilor brings up an issue about education, whether it's Madison Park, whether it's the air quality in the school building, whether it's the water fountains, any councilor can come to the floor, or on a Tuesday they can file what they call green sheets and put it on the agenda. Then the city council president will say, well, I want to recognize Councilor Johnson. Councilor Johnson steps up and says, this has been a problem in schools for too long. I want to have a hearing on it. The president then says, I think that's an education issue. That issue should be going to the Council on Education, which Julio Mejia chairs. And then it's Councilor Mejia's job to get a hearing on the books as fast as possible. Make sure that it's in the newspaper. Make sure the advocates are contacted. Make sure people get to come and testify about the issue you brought up, pro and con, so the community can host that conversation.
Okay.
Santana is the chair of public safety. He can do that whenever there's crime or a public safety issue. That's the work of the city council that they could be doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis that people should expect and be mad whether they get that or don't get it.
And I have another question. Yeah. Before I decide how mad I'm going to be about this situation.
I like that approach.
How much does who is the city council president affect me? Personally. Does it affect me personally?
So just how I painted that out, right? Let's say Noah's going to go to Madison Park.
Yeah.
And you want it to be renovated. You want it to be ready by the time he's ready to go there.
Okay.
But the person that keeps calling hearings and they go before the education committee, for some reason, and I'm not putting this on Mayor Wu and I'm not putting this on Mejia. I'm just using their names because they're real live names.
Yeah.
Let's say Mayor Wu doesn't want to have a hearing about this issue because it's going to embarrass her. Mm-hmm. Depending on the president is where that issue gets assigned. Okay. So if the president's a friend, they can assign it to somebody. They can find a loophole and assign it to somebody that's never going to let it get to see the light of day. Mm-hmm. If someone is opposed to the mayor and wants to embarrass the mayor as the head of that committee, and I'm not aligned with the committee or I'm impartial, I send it to them. If Ed Flynn, just using a name, was in charge of it, he would find a way to have a hearing that would embarrass the mayor. Also, if I'm the chair of that committee and I'm cool with the mayor, maybe I bury it. Maybe we don't have a meeting this year. We didn't have a lot of meetings last year during the campaign. They were accused of slowing down hearings so that she wouldn't be embarrassed in public and that Kraft wouldn't have anything to seize on. So basically, the way it impacts the president, impacts you directly, is they can slow or speed up government for you. Same thing with Speaker of the House. Okay. I decide how much of the agenda moves internally. Are we going to have that meeting? Are we going to have a vote on that? Is that coming out of committee? I can speed that up or slow that down, which is why the mayor wants to have an ally. Any mayor wants to have an ally in that seat and not an opponent in that seat.
Okay.
Oh, this is so complicated. It's very interesting how it works. It seems like there's so many moving parts at the same time. There is emotional versus just political. Like I said that to somebody yesterday, the only... I don't know if I remember what it was, but I was like, the only thing that I would be able to justify if somebody was just like, oh, it's just political. Because then I would be like, oh, I don't understand that anyway. So, okay, I guess it's, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. But if
I tell people to always put it in there. Put it in your favorite gangster movie. Like, if you can understand how the gangster movie is set up or how that, and I'm not saying they're gangsters,
but they kind of.
Right? There's a... Yeah, exactly. You got a capo, you got a boss, you got a big boss of this family, another boss of this family, you got the two brothers over there. It plays out like a political crime saga almost. So it's just putting it in kind of perspective that we can grab onto it. Like that person can slow or speed up things.
A comment that says, so Wu has been very interested in who becomes president. That's why Wu Friends be doing too much to cover up for Wu's perceived quote unquote progress?
I think that I feel like,
but that's natural.
yeah, like I feel like all mayors.
I would do the same thing.
I think so
I would
too.
exactly. Mayor Henriquez would be trying to fill the council with friends and allies, not on some evil stuff, but we all believe that, it should be a 3-day weekend instead of a 2-day weekend. Like I'm aligning myself with people that believe the same thing. Mayor Menino did it. Mayor White did it before him. Mayor Walsh was trying to do it. Mayor Janey would have done it. It can be about Wu,
personal,
and it can be about her teammates. And it is if you're playing with them, right? If I'm battling them, then it's personal. For those of us that are not battling them day to day, it's just
what it is.
You charge to the game.
Yeah,
right.
It's politics. Yeah, and I think for the
so
longest time,
how you engage, whether it's personal.
Everybody knows that politics be politicking, like for the most part. Okay, so that was good because
thank you.
When we're seeing we got into this article, I know I was like call at 10:30, but it was so important because we were like legitimately confused about the dynamics of how things go and what happens now. But at the end of the day, the day got to end, so we got to just keep on moving.
So I mean, just to wrap it, people should know, like, I think the next meeting is the 28th of January, right? They meet every Wednesday, and on every Monday they file what's going to be on the agenda, either the week before or that Monday is the last day they can file. And you can watch their meetings every Wednesday on YouTube, and they're archived. So you can go watch it and see the basic job of the city councilor when they're not filling potholes or calling to fill potholes is that meeting, what they're speaking about, what they want to call a hearing on, whose committee it goes to, when that committee has a meeting on it, and when that reports back to the floor of the council. And that's what creates your news in the Herald and the Globe and the Universal Hubs and the Spark FMs is what goes through that cycle every single week. That is their work.
And then are those meetings are open? You can
All
go.
Of them, or you break the open meeting law. Yes, the committee meetings are open, and those are broadcast on YouTube on the city's channel.
So we can just tune in on Wednesdays and watch them and watch what's being.
Wednesday is the committee is the council meeting. That's the official body meeting every Wednesday. The committee meetings can be happening any day, any time. They can happen at 10 o'clock in the morning or whatever that committee meeting is called.
Okay.
And you can tune in and watch those too.
Yeah, he said we can tune in and watch them. They're online.
No, I mean, can we go? Can we go down there?
Yeah,
go
to the city
You
council.
can go to it. Now, there's different rules when you're in there. You're in the chamber. You can't scream or applaud or disrupt.
Yeah.
So y'all got to behave when bike lanes and stuff comes up and bus lanes. But aside from that, you can attend all those.
Okay. I might have to attend a few. What time they be at 10 o'clock? We will not be
And
attending.
y'all are West Indian, y'all probably get away with a couple of teeth sucking that won't get y'all thrown out. You can get a couple good long.
It's called strips.
No, you know what? And maybe that's what we need. We need a strips committee to go to the city council meetings and just be like, I just want them to understand like that ain't. Go a different way. That's not it. Yeah. Let's do something.
Hi, hello.
Hi, hello. Ma'am, be quiet in the stands. Oh, sorry, my bad. I was on the phone. Carlos, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Carlos.
Really, really appreciate that.
And I have decided that I'm not so mad right now. Yes.
Right this minute.
Yes.
Save some of that anger for the next time, they reroute one of your roads, your favorite roads.
Exactly. Right. You're right.
Like the one over there by Mass Ave, by Victoria's Diner, how they stop you from making a right over there. That's absurd.
Who can we talk to about that?
It's absurd.
Who we have to go to? City council for that? I will go to the meeting just for that.
You go to your city council and you ask your city councilor, hey, can you get one of the engineers for this area down here to meet with us, and you bring neighbors and make them explain why they designed that light that way. They didn't say traffic control, and we didn't want people cutting up through Shirley and that next street over.
Because people still do it anyway, to be honest.
People still do it, and then the cops be out there taking you. CK is traumatized from getting pulled over.
If you don't have a cop there to reinforce the behavior, they'll keep doing it. You got to keep the behavior.
Yeah, don't put no cops there. Cops need to go home. Anyhow, thank you, Carlos. We're going to jump into the national news now. Unless you want to stay for that. But I don't do too much national. But Trump is...
I got enough. We got enough problems locally. I'll just tune in. I'll stay tuned in and watch the show.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye, Carlos. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. You're welcome.
Oh, that was nice. We're going to go to a very quick commercial break so that we can wet our whistle.
I do need a wet whistle.
And we can recalibrate. We'll come back with the national and world news, and we'll just headline a lot of those because, it's a lot. And we're going to do our hardest to try to protect you guys from all of the lot and just give you the things that would possibly affect you or make you want to have conversation. We'll be right back. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
#1 local radio. The Spark of New England. Spark FM.
Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Looking for a school that pushes students to aim higher? Boston Collegiate is a free public charter school in Dorchester serving grades 5 through 12 with a diverse community of over 700 students. From rigorous academics and college and career preparation to varsity athletics and powerful artistic showcases, Boston Collegiate creates opportunities for students to thrive in the classroom and beyond. The 2026 to 2027 school year application is now open. Apply today for a chance to be part of what truly sets Boston Collegiate apart. Visit bostoncollegiate.org to apply. That's bostoncollegiate.org.
Don't let biased algorithms or degree screens or exclusive professional networks or stereotypes. Don't let anything keep you from discovering the half of the workforce who are stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time to tear the paper ceiling and see the stars beyond it. Find out how you can make stars part of your talent strategy at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
Spark FM.
Some of them don't like me. Some of them just fight me. All of them could rock so.
Spark
one girl every day. Say me name and me magically appear.
Spark FM.
Everybody better get her, cause she out here looking fun. Better pop it, because I'm out here popping mine. Don like this Don Julio gon' do the trick every time.
Spark FM.
So can you come pick up your clothes? I have them folded.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
All right, let's take a look.
And we are back.
Looking
Welcome
for
back.
bold flavor and good
maybe not.
vibes? Come to Finn's Fusion, right at 1191 Blue Hill Avenue. We're bringing you the best of Caribbean cuisine with a touch of African flavors. From savory breakfast sandwiches to mouth-watering small bites, the famous steak and cheese on cocoa bread, and daily $6 lunch specials. Stop by, grab a plate, and taste the fusion everyone's talking about. That's Finn's Fusion, 1191 Blue Hill Avenue, where flavor meets culture.
Commercial ended up where it ended up because that wasn't supposed to come before the other one. But however, we are back here right now on Spark FM Online. And while Tony chops down her Finn's Fusion, y'all hear that? Finn's Fusion. 1191 Blue Hill Ave. She's currently eating liver and banana.
Plantains.
Liver and plantains. Very, very, very hardcore Caribbean-esque meal that only a mother's love will accept. Because do you guys eat liver out there? Jot it down in the comments. Do y'all liver eaters? Because it is something that I can't really necessarily
That's a very intricate question.
It is, right?
Very.
Isn't it, right? Because me and Bishop was just reminiscing about when parents used to feed us to that. And Bishop was like, I don't know why I'm eating sand.
But that's when I found out. Like, I used to eat it, but then, like, I just developed the courage to ask my mom. I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, it's so sand-like. It's
so sand-like.
And she's like, oh, it's liver. And I'm like, oh, nah.
It's very good in vitamins and fiber and all kinds of stuff. So it's a very healthy option. Iron is what I was looking for. Very healthy option, especially for you low iron, iron deficient people.
Might as well eat a kidney.
No.
Touche.
Instead of giving it, just eat it. Pull out your kidney and skillet.
I'm not into all like organ meats is what they call them.
Sorry.
I feel
will eat liver, gizzards.
Oh, I love gizzards.
Yeah.
What? Gizzards is busting. Chicken gizzards busting.
Yeah.
Busting. What? Shout out my mom.
When I order food from Slade's, I get the fried chicken livers.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We haven't been to Slade's in a long time. We're going to have to go sit down and eat.
Yo, Slade's yams is busting.
Yeah. They, Slade's okra poppers is lit. That's what I've been fantasizing. A lot of okra poppers. Mommy making a lot of okra in the house. I'm like, fry them noodles. Come on, man.
Liver supports vitamin D, folate, and iron supplements for melanated folks in low UV environments. Exactly. And that's me. You know, I'm on my high dose vitamin D therapy right now.
Sorry. Pervert alert.
Hey, yo, wow.
Anyhow.
People be like, why do you like meat so much? Because I'm always like, I love meat, right? Like, go ahead, have your fun.
Yo, hot sauce, can you chill?
I do. I'm really into, like, I always want to have.
Yo, can you chill now?
Because
like, yo,
I think she's doing it on purpose. Like, I love meat, and
but it's because I'm anemic and I'm vitamin D deficient.
She just like meat. That's all it is.
I love meat.
Health talk. Like meat. Boy, I like meat too.
Somebody get them out of here.
The most immature person ever. Liver supports. Oh, he wrote it in here.
It cost us at Arby's.
We like the meats. All right, let's get into the national news. We'll just speed through these so you guys know what's going on with y'all's earth. Judge changes mind on Mangione evidence. Mangione still over there fighting for his life? God damn, little thick eyebrow out man. A federal judge on Monday changed her mind and decided that there should be a hearing to determine whether Luigi Mangioni's backpack was lawfully seized and searched during arrest in Altoona, Pennsylvania, which it was not. So I'm not sure why we're going back to this. Judge Margaret Garrett said she considered both the arguments made by counsel during the hearing on Friday and the seriousness of the charges the defendant is facing in deciding to hold the evidentiary hearing after previously saying a hearing was unnecessary. The brief hearing should include testimony from an Altoona police officer about the department's procedures for securing, safeguarding, and inventorying the personal property of a person arrested in a public place. The judge said she noted that the witness did not need to be one of the dozen officers involved in Mangioni's arrest. Several Altoona police testified during the 3-week hearing in the state court where Mangioni is seeking to exclude evidence police seized from his backpack, including the alleged murder weapon, a notebook, and writings. Defense attorney are also trying to eliminate those items from the federal case, which could result in a possible death sentence if Mangioni is convicted. He has pleaded not guilty in both courts. Mangioni is accused of stalking and killing United Healthcare chief executive Brian Thompson on a New York sidewalk.
Do they have a case if they don't have his backpack?
I don't know.
They might pull a Diddy situation. They'll probably fail on the major causes they want to catch him on, but they'll probably find something to still catch him on. But free my man Mangioni, bro.
In this article, a couple of things stood out to me. Yes, that the cases of him killing whatever, so whatever they find that connects to that should be used in court. But we also have laws in this country that states that you have to be read your Miranda rights and you have to have warrants and stuff like that in order to be searching people that you find in a public place. Now, I'm not sure because they have probable cause if that was a reason that they could have, but I don't understand why just the very basics of an arrest weren't covered in this case specifically. Like when you have a high profile case and you watching the movies and they're all sitting in the office and they're explaining what the case is and now everybody go out and go find this person. Like, I feel like the speech also be and because this is such a high profile case, we want to make sure that we cross our T's and dot our I's. So make sure that when you do find him, you read him his Miranda rights. Not that I have to tell you guys that, but make sure that you're following the procedures because we want to open and close case. Now with this F up, the very evidence that you guys would need, the very evidence, his notebook, the weapon, and other things that you literally need to tie him to this murder are now being called into question because you guys didn't do your job properly. You were so excited to get an arrest that you didn't do your job properly, and this man could potentially be let off, which I think he should. That's just personal. By law, he shouldn't because he killed somebody. But, I don't know. If you don't do the job right, then you open the gates for him to be able to do that. So that's very interesting. What else? What did you say just now, too?
I said, do they still have a case if they throw out the back?
Yeah. This is just, and then, my other thing. Mangioni, you allegedly stalked somebody and killed them. You got away for a good, week or something like that or whatever. What you still doing with the murder weapon and the manifesto? You didn't want to go to the nearest dumpster and put those in a steel dumpster and light it on fire while you had a cigarette and laugh towards yourself. Like, that's not what we thought. We were gonna just travel around with the murder weapon and my manifesto and then hope for the best. It seems stupid to me. You could have threw that anywhere. You could have buried that in the Los Angeles River.
Oh, it's very stupid.
I'm not really sure what's going on, but hey, good luck to you. I got Godspeed. Yeah. Senator Mark Kelly files a lawsuit alleging Hegseth violated his rights with push for punishment over illegal order video. So basically, he is suing Hegseth for violating his First Amendment right to say what he wants to without government prosecution. Yeah. And that's exactly what's happening. And I am so glad and I'm so happy because you don't go after a man of this country. Lawyers for Senator Mark Kelly filed a lawsuit Monday seeking to block Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth move to cut Kelly's retirement pay and reduce his rank in response to Kelly's urging of U.S. service members to refuse illegal orders. The fact that the news has to keep saying to refuse illegal orders is insane to me, because what are we talking about?
Why is everybody so C-U-N-T? You can't understand normal thinking. It says illegal orders. What is the deal here?
The lawsuit argues punishing Kelly violates the First Amendment and will have a chilling effect on legislative oversight. If permitted to stand, the secretary's censure and the grade determination proceedings that he has directed would inflict immediate and irreparable harm, the lawsuit says. The censure, the grade reproduction process, and its inevitable outcome impose official punishment for protected speech, chill legislative oversight, and threaten reductions in rank and pay. Hegseth has not yet responded because he's most likely somewhere drunk and cheating on his wife yet again to a request for comment. A Pentagon official told CNN, "We are aware of the litigation. However, as a matter of policy, the department does not comment on ongoing litigation." Kelly's lawsuit, which also names the Defense Department, Navy, and Navy Secretary, comes in a week after Hegseth announced the Pentagon would pursue administrative action against Kelly, including reducing the pay Kelly receives as a retired Navy captain and issuing a secretarial letter of censure. Hegseth and President Donald Trump have publicly attacked Kelly over a video posted in November by Kelly and 5 other lawmakers. How come the other lawmakers are not getting as much? I
think because his rank was really high.
Oh, he was the highest,
yeah.
And he's also the highest ranking Congress member, highest ranking military Congress member currently in the chamber, or something
really?
like that. Yeah, like it don't mean nothing because he's all the same, but he still holds that title.
Yeah.
Interesting, very interesting, and I hope that he sues, and I hope that they behead Hegseth. Synagogue arson suspect said he finally got them after starting blaze, FBI says. What does that mean?
He started the fire.
Anybody got killed?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. I think.
The suspect charged with setting a fire inside a historic Jackson, Mississippi synagogue over the weekend admitted it was because of the building's Jewish ties. Can you read that so I can get the...
yes.
I'm going to get this up on the
You want me to read it while she's eating? Okay.
I'm fast.
Oh.
I'm fast.
Okay.
I got it.
According to the FBI, investigators arrested him over the weekend at a hospital where he was being treated for burns. And tonight we have new video of that fire and a quote from the alleged...
Sorry.
Destroyed the only synagogue in Jackson, Mississippi, according to the FBI. Investigators arrested him over the weekend at a hospital where he was being treated for burns. And tonight we have new video of that fire and a quote from the alleged arsonist himself. Jason Allen is at the crime scene in Jackson.
Security video obtained by CBS News shows a hooded, masked man dumping gasoline inside Temple Beth Israel early Saturday morning. After he ignited the gas, flames tore through the library and lobby of the synagogue. The fire destroyed sacred Torahs and left behind extensive damage.
As we learned that it was arson, the anger really comes to the top of what your mind thinks, right?
An FBI criminal complaint names the accused arsonist as Stephen Spencer Pittman. He told police over the weekend it was, quote, the synagogue of Satan. This same part of the building has been attacked before, firebombed nearly 60 years ago, Tony, by members of the Ku Klux Klan. Schemper is vowing to rebuild all of this. In the meantime, local faith leaders here in Jackson have been offering up their spaces as a place for the members here to gather.
You've got a subscription for streaming movies.
They burned down the place just for wickedness. Terrible.
Because for what? People just, and I think people are just bored and crazy. Just bored and crazy. Former special counsel Jack Smith to testify publicly about Trump probes.
Protect that man.
It's so, and then there's another thing that I don't think is in here. Former special counsel Jack Smith will testify publicly before the House Judiciary Committee next week. Chairman Jim Jordan of Ohio announced Monday night. The scheduled January 22nd hearing comes after Smith sat for more than 8 hours for a closed-door deposition with the Republican-led committee in December regarding his investigations into President Donald Trump's into President Donald Trump. Smith has requested a public hearing before the testimony, but Republicans refuse. Lanny Brower, the attorney representing Smith, said in a statement Monday night that his client welcomes the opportunity to defend his probes into Trump. Jack has been clear for months he is ready and willing to answer questions in a public hearing about his investigations into Donald Trump's alleged unlawful efforts to overturn the 2020 election and his mishandling of classified documents. NBC reports the Judiciary Committee on December 31st released the 255-page transcript and more than 8 hours of video of the closed-door deposition from the earlier in the month. In the deposition, Smith told lawmakers that he could prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Trump engaged in a criminal scheme to overturn the 2020 election results.
And then what?
Exactly, Miss Tony. And then what? What are y'all gonna do about it?
And then what?
Because the Supreme Court already said that nothing this man do while in office he can't be arrested for or held accountable for, which was the dumbest thing ever, because that literally put that man above the law. Just take him out. Take him out. God. And this is just terrible. Oh, man accused of killing ex-wife and her dentist husband in Ohio was charged. Has murder charges upgraded. Why would they find?
Yeah. Do you know about this story?
No. Tell me about it.
So he went in and he killed the woman and her husband. Their babies were in the house when it happened.
Oh.
And I don't
He
know.
knew them?
He's her ex-husband.
Oh, yes.
That she had divorced 10 years prior.
Okay.
So he went in there and killed these people and left these two babies with no parents.
Did he kill them with the babies in there and just left the house with the babies in there by themselves? Hanging out?
Yeah.
With their dead parents? Oh, and what has his upgraded charge been? Death?
I don't know. I hope so.
I hope so. Let me just do a little quick scan of that so we can see what is going on there. Hold on one second. So wait, what was there a motive to this? He wasn't still jealous after 10 years, was he?
Apparently.
No. If somebody's still jealous of me after 10 years with my new husband, I must got something good going on there.
It happens.
David McKee in court. The vascular surgeon, clean cut, in handcuffs, wearing a yellow jumpsuit, speaking only to say his name. During a 2-minute-long court appearance where he waived his right to an extradition hearing. McKee now charged with 2 counts of aggravated murder for the shooting deaths of his ex-wife, Monique Tepe, and her husband, Spencer. Tonight, the Tepe's brother-in-law tells NBC News McKee was an emotionally abusive person when he was with Monique, adding it was obviously a shock that something like this could happen, but we quickly believed McKee had something to do with it. Phyllis Williams is close friends with Monique's mother and attended her wedding to McKee back in August 2015.
They were not surprised who the perpetrator was, and I'm very glad justice will be served.
The couple had no children and divorced after less than 2 years of marriage. Court documents cited incompatibility. 3.5 years later, Monique married Spencer Tepe, sharing this in her vows.
I had quite a journey to get to you. Countless bad bumble dates, wrong relationships, and waterfalls of tears. Yeah. But it was worth every cringing second because it led me to you.
The couple had 2 children, ages 4 and 1, who were also inside the Columbus, Ohio home when McKee allegedly opened fire. 11 days later, McKee was arrested for the double homicide, roughly 400 miles away in Rockford, Illinois, where he practiced medicine. Today in court, McKee's public defender said he plans to plead not guilty to the charges in Ohio as soon as possible.
Aaron joins us live, and Aaron...
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
You're a whole surgeon, a whole heart surgeon.
Yeah.
And you are so into your ex that way that you're gonna give up your whole entire life to go to jail
and everything.
Wow.
To go to jail for yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Awful story.
This is another awful story, and I'm so sorry to have to tell you guys this. Chipotle reacts to boycott calls over Bill Ackman's $10,000 ICE agent donation. Now, $10,000 is insanely insignificant to what ICE is already getting paid. You know that they have like a $450 billion or something like that contract?
Yeah.
billion.
I think it's $10,000 that he donated to the ICE agent who shot Nicole Good.
I'm sorry. It's freaking excuse me.
Yeah.
You want to kill me today, don't you? You hate me?
Read the.
You hate me? Oh my God. Hold on a second. Let me get to the clip because I don't know why you would say why you would put this in here. Y'all
Chipotle has issued a statement on Bill Ackman following his $10,000 donation to an online fundraiser in support of the ICE agent who killed Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis.
Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis earlier this week. This is the same officer that was dragged and injured during an arrest that also involved a car last year. Here's what we know about him. Court documents show the first incident happened on June 17, 2025, during the apprehension of Roberto Carlos Munoz, a convicted sex offender originally from Guatemala. Ross got his arm stuck in Munoz's window as the driver tried to flee and was dragged more than 100 yards before breaking free. In court, Ross testified, quote, "He just took off at a rapid speed. At this point, I feared for my life." Ross ended up in the hospital with significant cuts to his right arm that required 20 stitches, along with another wound on his left hand that needed 13 stitches. A jury convicted Munoz last month of assaulting a federal officer with a dangerous weapon. Court transcripts also detail Ross's background, showing he's a veteran and was deployed to Iraq in 2004 and 2005 as a machine gunner on a gun truck. He joined the Border Patrol in 2007 and ICE in 2015, later serving as a firearms instructor and a member of the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force.
So this is that was only playing. I thought that was the actual video. But the guy he seems to have a lot of motor vehicle scary instances. I would simply suggest that you stay out the goddamn car of a moving vehicle or stay from in front of a moving vehicle. Why are you always throwing yourselves either in or in front a moving vehicle and then talking about you are afraid of your life? Yeah. No, you're not afraid of your life. You're a vigilante renegade that just likes to do stupid things. Yeah. And I don't like it. Yeah. So read this stupid story because I'm pissed off.
A short message posted to Threads, the Mexican restaurant chain, said Bill Ackman is not affiliated with Chipotle.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay. The post, which can be seen here, has been liked more than 10,000 times since it was posted from the company's official Threads page on Monday, January 12th. It was a reply to another Threads user, Ann Marshall, 1048, who wrote, "Don't eat at Chipotle. The guy who owns it just gave $10,000 to the man who killed Renee Good. Let's boycott this restaurant." At the time of the writing, the post has amassed over 43,000 likes. Newsweek has reached out to Ann Marshall, 1048. Why does this matter? There have been calls to boycott Chipotle after Ackman donated a GoFundMe to a GoFundMe set up to support Jonathan Ross, the ICE agent who fatally shot Good. Ackman's donation first came to light on Sunday when a person identified as William Ackman pledged $10,000 to the fund set up by Clyde Emmons. Amid mounting speculation, Ackman, a billionaire hedge fund manager who endorsed President Trump during the 2024 elections, issued a statement via X confirming he had made the donation. Ackman said the whole situation is a tragedy, adding that the officer was doing his best to do his job. He went on to refer to Good as a protester who likely did not intend to kill the officer, but whose actions in a split second led to her death. The shooting of Good sparked unrest in Minneapolis and drew condemnation online. Ackman's donation has been perceived by many as an endorsement of Ross's response. Author and activist Shannon Watts was among those to condemn the donation, branding it reward money for shooting a mother of three in the face. Ackman purchased a 9.9% stake in Chipotle back in September 2016 at a cost of around $1 billion. This made his hedge fund, Perishing Square Capital Management, one of the Chipotle's largest shareholders at the time. However, Ackman has gradually reduced his stake in the company over the years since. In November, a third quarter earnings call to investors confirmed Perishing Square had sold its remaining shares in Chipotle. Despite this, Chipotle felt it was necessary to reaffirm Ackman is no longer associated with the chain. This suggests the company took threats of a boycott seriously.
Good.
Thank
you, Chipotle. Because when you told me the story, my heart sank because I would have to go and tell my son.
Yeah.
Who is an obsessed Chipotle aficionado that he cannot eat there anymore because we are not supporting Donald Trump and he don't like Donald Trump already, so it would hurt him. So I'm glad that I can save my child.
It's this girl with this aficionado.
I worked at Chipotle, so I know what happens behind the scenes.
Did you give people a good amount of meat in Chipotle?
Ew.
Pause.
A Long Island homeowner was arrested for animal cruelty after hundreds of pet rats were discovered living inside her home where her 3-year-old grandson resided. Who is he, Cinderella?
Disgusting. Do you see the rats? Do you see them?
I unfortunately, I do see them. They're pretty though.
They're cute.
Motherfucker.
They're white rats.
Yeah, they're little white rats. So I think that they're not like Gus from whatchamacallit, but
Cinderella.
They're like Store Little.
They're not like Ratatouille.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't get to this actual story to show you guys.
But I will read it. A 48-year-old Long Island homeowner has been arrested.
A lot of them have huge wounds.
No.
Their eyes are coming out. They have big abscesses. We have a few that are going septic.
Kristen Stevens is a volunteer and a veterinarian tech assisting inside the now condemned home on Whitewood Drive.
We've got about 150 contained.
Oh,
there's
contained.
Maybe another 100 to 200 in the walls.
The 48-year-old female homeowner was arrested and charged with neglect because her 3-year-old grandson was in the home. A team of 5 to 10 volunteers found rat poison in the basement.
We have seen a couple that have had blood coming from their nose, that kind of thing, which is what happens when you poison rats.
Stevens says all of the rats are being treated for mites. She says this could have been avoided by separating the males from females because rats reproduce quickly.
I took about 38 last week, and every single female is pregnant. Every single one.
It's a very sad situation, but we're doing the best we can with what we have.
I spoke with neighbors who say they didn't see or smell anything, so it was really contained to this home. While volunteers are now asking for the public's help with foster care and also monetary donations for health care for the rodents.
What?
From spilling out of the kitchen cabinet.
All right, that's where you lose me. For the rodents. What about the 3-year-old child?
This is what I'm saying. That's what she should be.
You're not looking for no foster care for the baby?
That's what you want people to foster the rats. You see the rats jumping out the cabinet.
Where is the parents for the child? That's the grandma. Where's the parents for it? Oh, probably.
She said most of the rats was pregnant.
She said every female was pregnant.
Every female was pregnant. And don't rats have a baby? It's like it's gestation period is like 2 weeks or something like that.
They get jiggy like rabbits.
3 days.
Yeah.
And then do they have a litter of mouses? Like is it full like 7 or is it like?
They have a bunch at a time. She said some of the little rats had abscesses. They had blood coming out of their nose and their eyes was popping out and all. Don't you think that they should have just
rat incest?
Like put a bomb in that house and just
get rid of the house.
They're like like those. They're all being treated for mites.
I mean, the other thing is, because they're white, I wasn't so, and this is so racist, I wasn't so scared of them.
No, I'm not scared to look at them.
Yeah, but I don't want it.
But I would not be there.
Yeah.
I'm very afraid to even look at rats and mice that we have around this area.
So why y'all calling them cute?
Because these aren't so cute. These aren't scary.
See, that's prejudice. That's prejudice, right?
Oh,
y'all just
it's racist.
Demonstration of colorism at its finest.
I remember my science teacher in middle school had little white mice, and I used to play with them. I used to pick them up and play with them. I would never pick up a brown mouse. I would never do that.
Racist.
And then just a headline of the entertainment: Jules Santana posts facial scrapes, selfie after scary car accident. Damn, sorry, Jules.
Damn, yeah. And he didn't have no teeth in the first place, right? Yeah. Now he got car rash on his nose and on his cheek.
Oh,
yeah.
Megan Good and Jonathan Majors are the latest black celebrities to gain African citizenship.
Yeah, so they got citizenship in Guinea.
Oh, nice. Good for them.
They should go live there and live there.
We should do that too. Yeah. Love goals. Papoose highlights Clarissa Shields' beauty and unmatched aura after Rihanna praises their relationship photos. Rihanna posted a picture of her and Rocky, and she was like that Clarissa Shields type love or something.
She said,
like,
"Gone for him like Clarissa for Pap."
Yeah. That one. And I get what she was saying, and that is neither an insult and or a compliment.
Yeah, Clarissa responded. It was like, "That's right. The only way to be."
Yeah.
Honestly, to interrupt, not respectfully. Now that was a compliment, cause like Rocky loves his wife, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean it's a compliment saying that I'm obsessed, which is not necessarily a good thing to be about anything. But I'm obsessed with my man the way that Clarissa and Clarissa is. So
love is a super game smart fools play.
I respect it. It's a little shade.
I'm gonna get that tattoo.
It's a little cute shade,
I
like adorable shade.
Shady.
I like it.
I think it's shady because Clarissa and Pap, I don't believe. And but Rocky and Rihanna, it's very believable. I love that fairy tale. I absolutely love that. But Clarissa and Papoose, I think they're so corny.
I mean, the corn that exudes off of them is too much for me to actually deal with.
It's entirely too much corn.
Yeah, too much corn. Fetty Wap faces 200,000 child support battle days after freedom. Well, of course,
1738.
He's got 17. He's got 17 kids, and he was in jail for a very, very long time.
Where he supposed
back pay is due.
Exactly, but you only make 25 cents a day in whatever jail job you have. So what you think? Where you think he gonna get the money from?
He better go on the damn tour. He better drop an album.
Baby,
he better get
my way. Is that
he better get an advance on his next project.
I don't support that. No, you gotta understand. He literally came out and he was trying to get back into work, and then he was bombarded with being put on blast. Like, yo, what am I supposed to do if I'm in prison? His baby mama just wanted to put him on blast.
I get it.
Based from what I know.
Unfortunately, that don't have nothing to do with his baby mama.
Putting him on blast for what? He's been in jail. He couldn't make money, so that's why
that's
getting money.
No, that's exactly why she put him on blast. It was just like, yo, you putting the man on blast for something that's obvious, and now you're making it not. You're making it harder for him to get the ball rolling because now he has to face more legal purposes.
While you was in jail, I had to do this all by myself. You better get out and start to friggin' working.
Then
if you didn't want that, stop having 47 kids that you can't take care of because you want to go live in jail. Has nothing to do with the parents.
I'm not supporting
Give
the
me my money.
At the end of the day, I'm just saying. You want money, then give the man time to get motion knowing that he just got out.
Figure it out.
He was figuring it out. He got out and went with Max B. I think that's figuring it out.
Lizzie Ziona took to social media this week demanding more than $200,000 in unpaid child support from the New Jersey rapper who was released to home confinement on January 7th after serving nearly 3 years of a 6-year sentence for drug trafficking. Ziona shared a screenshot from a government child support portal showing the massive debt and unleashed a series of posts criticizing the rapper's parenting and financial priorities while he was incarcerated.
Maybe he didn't call. She's doing a bit much.
Maybe she didn't pick up.
No, I might retract my statement. You're doing a bit much.
See?
Ma'am, he's got 7 kids and he only got 7 minutes a day. And if one of them has a problem, it might take another minute and your kid didn't get it. Yeah. He has 7 kids it says 7 kids by several different mothers.
Yeah.
Real bad mom.
Oh, he has Aiden Zuvier, Eliza, Zaza, and Zai. Amani, Kari, Barbie, Maxwell. That's with Masika, Michaela.
How many does she have with him? How many does he have with Masika?
He only has 1.
Oh, okay.
Why is the baby's middle name Barbie? But whatever.
Yeah, what's up with these names?
Lauren Maxwell. This baby died in 2011 due to congenital heart failure at 4 years old. Poor baby.
That's awful.
And Alaya with Alexis Sky from Love and Hip Hop. Yeah.
So how many kids?
7.
7.
Yeah, 7 children. Yeah, she can't.
You got to fall in line.
Yeah. You got to. You should have got the child support order first. I mean, maybe that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to get hers first.
And you see what I'm saying? Like all the other shorties, they understand he's trying to get his motion. It's not like he's not trying to not be there. It's just this shorty's just trying to put him on blast to the whole world. So she could
I don't like to call it on blast.
Nah, that she was trying to put him on blast for something that is just like what was he supposed to do? I didn't even know he had 7 minutes.
7
minutes for
7
kids?
minutes. Wonder Woman Linda Carter, 74, makes bold statement with anti-ICE cartoon starring her famous character.
Did you see? It's so cute.
What is it?
It's just the little cartoon.
Eep.
she's pulled up on the ICE person and, chastised.
It's so interesting to me how, it's not interesting, it's just ignorant to me, how MAGA can feel like people are really just mad at Donald Trump and this administration because they don't like him with no reason to not like him. When even Wonder Woman doesn't like what they are doing, whether it be with ICE or anything else like that. Like, why do they feel like they are so different than everybody else and that we're the sheep and they are the woke? It technically, if they know everything, ain't they woke?
Yeah.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. What woke mean? You look up the definition of woke.
Yeah.
And then Kanye West sues construction manager, claims sabotage in Malibu mansion sale. And I believe that he should be sabotaged. I believe that they should scam him. And I believe that Kanye should be arrested.
I understand Kanye done a lot of questionable things.
Not questionable. Kanye is a bad person.
Yeah, well,
questionable because mental health plays a part.
Mental health.
I'm not giving him excuses, nor am I enabling him, but I am considering all factors that may contribute to his actions, externally and internally. So I will say this: if there's a possibility where if he is right to sue. This just goes to show, like, people may do some
Kanye
stupid
should go to
stuff.
jail, and he should be ostracized and exiled out of America.
That goes for a lot of people.
But Kanye in particular, he should lead the way. He should lead by example and leave this place called America and go
Kim Kardashian first.
Nope.
At the same time.
She can go at the same
Kim
time
Kardashian
as long
first.
as Kanye is there. I don't care who goes first. They can all go at the same time. But Kanye has to be holding hand in hand with everybody who crosses the exiled line.
I only say that because it's just like, do you not see how black and white that goes?
No, I don't. But with that said, we're gonna end this show.
Woke means the term, I don't know, just awareness to racial prejudice and discrimination, often in the construction. Stay woke. So awareness of racial prejudice.
And that's what we fighting in America for? Is that nice little definition? Oh, that sounds like something that we all should do.
It says, as it is used, spread beyond the United States, woke was added to the Oxford Dictionary in 2017. By 2019, the term was widely used sarcastically as a pejorative by the political right and some centrists to disparage leftist and progressive movements as superficial and insincere performative activism.
And that started
Donald
the trend
Trump
for
is
pseudo-intelligence. We have a lot of pseudo-intellectuals with strong platforms where y'all ain't saying nothing, but y'all gaining all
you mean
looks.
A lot of stupid people. Yes.
Yeah. But
pseudo-stupid.
Yeah.
Fake smart.
Yes.
You feel me?
Anyhow,
Stop trying to be a fake smarty and actually read a book.
Agreed.
It was great hanging out with y'all today. Thank y'all for hanging with us today. We will be back tomorrow. We do have a special guest in the building with us tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. And, have a good evening. Be prosperous. Don't multiply. And we will see y'all later.
Because it's dangerous out here. Y'all don't need to be multiplying.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
We're back on 9 to 11. And we'll see you guys very, very soon. Keep it locked. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. I didn't know what's going on.
With that being said,
Today's
go read a
Tuesday?
book.
Yeah.
Today is Tuesday, so Toxic Tuesdays is later tonight with DJ Live.
Yeah.
That's our R&B inspired show. It's gonna be so good. I like to sing and dance to that while I'm
a full close to that.
Walking.
She gonna play some Keith Sweat?
Yes. Nobody. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Spark of New England, Spark FM.
Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people.
Listen to some Air Force song. Yes, no way.
Yeah.
Overheating about 9